might be a button check, but it might be some actual gameplay as we get into Lores versus Sgrape. And yeah, this looks like they're going to be fighting it out.
So yeah, a little bit more context on how, like, quote-unquote new of a player Sgrape is like, if we look back in 2021, he was in, where was it? I just had it. He was in an Arcadian, which was like the people that are outside of top 32 in their region. Lores opening this one up, could have the edge guard here. Tried to go for the turnaround down air. Nice little D-Sig from Sgrape. Damage lead definitely in favor of Lores so far. We are on small Brawlhalla. Have we seen too much of this stage? I don't think so, no, I mean, so far today. I haven't seen every set because I was out looking at some of the pools matches that were going on.
That's the fair bit of Fortress Alliance in that last set at the very least. Sgrape, nice read, gets the double down light. Goes for the nair there. I guess he didn't see the damage potential for that recovery to KO, so opted for just the raw damage of that nair. Ground pound connects.
Another one? Oh, no, just a down air.
That'll clean it up.
Lores is also amazing at spear down airs over on the edge. One of the last times we saw him on a stream, he was just down air after down air after down air.
He's just picking people apart with those spear down airs. Now he's starting to go for multiple neutralites. One thing I've noticed from Lores after watching this weekend is he really likes to go for the same option a couple of times in a row. Like he'll hit one end line, do it a bunch more times. So he'll hit a recovery, and I'd be like, oh, we'll just go for a couple more as well.
D-light into the recovery. Not quite enough for the KO just yet. Swapping back over. Ooh. I'm not sure if he actually meant to swap weapons here or if he just thought that was going to knock out and he was trying to strip the field. And then all of a sudden he realized, uh-oh, that wasn't enough. Gets through that side air from Sgrape. Sgrape's done a great job bringing this one back here on second stock. That side air from basically the middle of the stage, not going to be the KO. The weapon toss up, keeping him safe. D-light into the recovery, and the D-Sig, that's going to do it for sure.
Nice pickup there from Sgrape. Love that weapon toss to return back to the stage as well. Really denied Lores any edge guard potential because we've seen, again, his edge guard potential with those spear down airs.
Lores, you're stuck without a weapon. Sgrape, he is starving Lores for weapons here. The on-arm recovery picked up high enough in the air to get the KO off the top. Lores has his choice. He's going to juggle those to delay a potential weapon spawn just for a few more seconds. But of course, going back over to the bow. Actually backing up from that weapon spawn. Nice little three-piece, though.
Sgrape trying to catch Lores out of the air. Lores gets back up with that recovery. Just a side air from Sgrape, and Lores is finding response damage. Edge guard opportunity, but Sgrape fights his way back, and it's an N-Sig. Sgrape takes game number one.
What a good placement of that neutral signature from Sgrape. All of a sudden, right there at the end, it was dominated by down sigs throughout the entire rest of the match, but all of a sudden, that's when he goes for that. And that's not what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the telegraph signatures with the neutral spear coming out from Orion, because normally that's like, oh, they're sitting on the edge, you're over there, and they're going to go, but no, that one was so quick.
They're ready to go right back into game number two. Same map, same picks. Lores now going spear to spear against Sgrape, and he's actually kind of knocking him away right now. Sgrape yet to touch down yet. He's sweat beating, finally finds a landing.
Yeah, Lores' zoning game was looking really strong so far. We're only about 18 seconds into this game, but the damage lead is definitely in his favor. It's yellow to orange. I almost thought he was going to be a little bit too in front of Lores to actually pick up that unarmed neutralite, but he grabs it over to the Lance. Doesn't quite have the perfect positioning to punish that side air from Sgrape. There's the nice down air.
Okay, raw N-Sig reading that jump from Lores. Weapon toss down, down light. Gets a side air to catch the dodge. Can he get the edge guard? No, goes very low. Lores staying just above him, and it's the down heavy unarmed as Sgrape comes up.
Using that down heavy, kind of throwing your legs out and hitboxes out on both sides of you. Has a lot of active frames as well. Beautiful turnaround on that down light. Getting the read there from Sgrape. His comeback potential is so strong. I mean, he almost took the first stock, and he was way far behind.
Yeah, and he's gone for that read a couple times against Lores. He definitely has a beat on that movement. There it is again. Gets the double. Goes for a ground pound this time.
Now we'll see if Sgrape goes for that again, or if he's expecting Lores to do a different option out of getting hit from that side light.
Okay, side air. Gets him back towards the stage. Ends up throwing away the lance. Ooh,
nice.
Went a little too close there. Down sig.
Falling into it. Is there a weapon toss coming out? Lores stays low just in case. It's going to take a lot to get back. Oh, the hesitation on that.
Ooh,
Still
no
gets
hesitation
knocked
there.
out.
All right, Sgrape feeling confident right now. Sticking with the spear, Lores, no weapon spawn as Sgrape throwing the spear away, wants to go for the weapon denial, but Lores fights his way over to the weapon spawn.
Didn't quite have enough range on that recovery to actually hit Sgrape to take off the top. Unfortunately for Lores, Sgrape did end up getting back and picking up a weapon. It's going to be on the Lance. There's the side air, still not enough yet, even on the small map.
Ooh, good dodge down, avoiding that recovery. Lores needs to get this stock off of Sgrape soon.
Lores still struggling to find it. He's still getting hit so much by Sgrape. He can't find the recoveries. He can't find any ground pounds. The side air, even from all the way on that side of the stage, just barely has enough to KO. But that meant he had to do so much damage for that. Lores is in the orange, so not an insurmountable lead.
All right, trading damage right now. Like you said, definitely not impossible for Lores. Nice job there, hits the ground pound. Weapon toss connects, goes for a second one, but Sgrape just to the side of the foot.
Nice side air again. Setting up for the edge guard. The dodge gets through the down air. Oh, they're getting real close here. He avoids the D-Sig this time. Neutral air, a little bit of juggling coming out. There is a weapon spawn on the field. Sgrape changing over. Are we going to get... Ooh! Oh, it's a sidelight side air, and now Sgrape is up. 2-0 against Lores.
Not a true combo, but true confidence coming out from Sgrape. Got that sidelight side air, and he was already popping off the second that Sayer hit. And now Lores, he's got one game left to play with in this top side of the bracket.
He's got to avoid those sidelight, turnaround D-lights into the recovery. That hesitation was so good. The timing on that was fantastic, but still, even that, it only delayed the inevitable as Sgrape still got the KO off the top.
Lores struggled a little bit to finish off the stocks of Sgrape. I mean, he was really bringing that one back in those final moments, but Sgrape definitely had a plan. Like, you saw him throw away the spear, go, I want this lance in hand, and then immediately pick up sidelight side air. A little bit of thought processing right now as they're trying to decide what to do before they get into this last one.
I don't necessarily expect a different map to come out. I don't know if it would really change that much. I mean, Lores is struggling to KO on this map. A bigger map isn't really going to help him.
I think soft platforms would help Lores, though.
Okay.
One of the things that we mentioned is, like, he's catching the landings of Lores.
2, 1,
those down sigs in particular are definitely catching Lores off. But it looks like, no, it's just going to be the same characters, same map as we get into game number 3 here.
Sgrape's going to get first weapon, but Lores grabs the bow pretty quickly after that. Just a little bit of a damage lead so far, but whenever Sgrape has been behind, obviously, I mean, he has 2 victories to his name compared to Lores' 0. He's been able to bring it back each time. And then when he gets ahead, man, he's still a demon.
Oh, that's a burn dodge, double
that's
pogo.
Tough.
Still has movement, misses the last pogo, and Lores gets past. He has just enough movement to get up. Now he's got a spear in hand.
That was beautiful.
It's not quite enough, though. Oh, he was
that would
going
have been
for it again.
so nice. He almost got a perfect read with Lores jumping into that. Okay, there's the D-light into the side air. Lores with a little bit of a lead, has his choice of weapon, going back over to the bow. See if he can keep Sgrape starved a little bit more. It can be tough on this map, just because it's so small.
Oh, but Sgrape with the down sig again, catching that aerial movement of Lores. Now weapon advantage to Sgrape. Spear versus spear.
I feel like Lores grabbed that spear at like max range that you possibly can.
Ooh, he is trying to get away from Sgrape. That dodge away. Lores, he's feeling the pressure.
Sgrape is just chasing him down, putting so much pressure onto him. Still has a spear in hand, but this one is fresh. Man, Sgrape is finding so many conversions onto Lores. The combo potential, the string potential is just really in Sgrape's favor.
Okay. Caught him as he was swapping weapons. The down sig gonna launch Sgrape off the map. Lores needs to get this final KO, stay alive in the upper bracket.
And he's in a decent spot damage-wise, unless he gets caught by that. Luckily, it was on the right side and not the left side. Otherwise, that might have been a KO, or at least could have set up into the edge guard that Sgrape has been doing such a good job finishing stocks on. And there you go. That's going to be the stock. Lores. He's staring down the barrel of losing his spot on the winner's side of the bracket.
Oh, man. Lores has no chance of getting the weapon. Sgrape launching him up into the map. Again, up toss, fast falling down to steal these weapons out, keeping Lores juggled. Again, the up toss into the end sig. Weapon toss. Sgrape's done it. 3-0.
Sgrape with the unconventional finisher there. Huge work. He wanted to make sure it got shut down there. He had a feeling that Lores probably wasn't going to use his dodge because he was expecting a side air, which might not have KO'd. So he went for the option that was going to put him in the dirt and make sure that...